A new controversy is taking over hip-hop, and it's growing more intense by the day. What started as criticism aimed at Kendrick Lamar has now turned into a public feud involving respected members of the Compton rap scene, accusations of blackballing, and even threats exchanged online. The center of the controversy is rapper Snoopy Badass, who recently appeared in an interview where he openly criticized Kendrick Lamar and several people connected to him. His comments immediately divided fans, with some believing he was finally exposing the truth, while others dismissed his claims as nothing more than an attempt to gain attention. Things became even more serious after several individuals associated with Compton publicly defended Kendrick. One of the loudest voices was Hidda J3, Kendrick Lamar's cousin, who strongly pushed back against Snoopy's accusations. According to Snoopy Badass, the problems between him and Kendrick's camp didn't begin recently. He believes that people surrounding Kendrick worked together years ago to damage his reputation and prevent him from reaching the level of success he deserved. During the interview, Snoopy explained that when he first entered the rap scene, he believed he represented the authentic West Coast image better than many other artists. He said his appearance, confidence, and style made him stand out, and because of that, some rappers saw him as competition instead of supporting him. Rather than competing through music, Snoopy claimed that certain people launched a campaign designed to hurt his image. According to him, negative stories began circulating online, making it difficult for him to grow his career. Although he admitted those experiences frustrated him at first, Snoopy now views them differently. Instead of taking everything personally, he believes the backlash only proved that he had become a real threat in the industry. One of the most talked about moments from the interview involved Kendrick Lamar's fashion choices. Snoopy claimed that Kendrick's newer style closely resembles the image he had already built years earlier. He pointed specifically to outfits featuring red hoodies and classic West Coast clothing, arguing that Kendrick adopted a similar look without giving him any credit. When fans compared photos of both artists online, many noticed certain similarities. However, others argued that the clothing simply reflected traditional West Coast blood culture rather than belonging to one individual. That disagreement quickly sparked another debate. Critics pointed out that similar fashion had existed in Los Angeles long before either artist became famous. Red hoodies, jerry curls, house shoes, and classic streetwear have been part of local culture since the 1980s and 1990s. Because of that history, many people questioned whether anyone could truly claim ownership of the style. Others defended Kendrick by saying he was simply dressing the way many people from his generation always had. The discussion soon shifted away from clothing and toward credibility. Several voices within the conversation argued that while Snoopy Badass has built a strong online presence in recent years, they never viewed him as one of the most influential street figures in Compton's rap scene. Names like The Game, Problem, Jay Worthy, and Kendrick Lamar were mentioned as artists whose reputations had been established both in music and within their communities. Supporters of Kendrick believed Snoopy was exaggerating his own influence, while Snoopy's supporters insisted he never received the recognition he deserved. He continued arguing that the same people who allegedly tried to damage his career years ago are now benefiting from ideas and styles he introduced first. But the biggest controversy was still ahead. As the interview continued, Snoopy shifted away from fashion and personal rivalries toward a much more serious topic involving Kendrick Lamar's GNX album. Instead of discussing appearance or reputation, he questioned how several featured artists were compensated for appearing on the project. That part of the interview immediately grabbed the attention of hip-hop fans because it focused on money rather than personal opinions. Snoopy argued that some upcoming Los Angeles artists may have accepted one-time payments instead of long-term royalty earnings. If true, that would mean artists appearing on a hugely successful album received immediate cash while giving up future income generated by the music. The discussion quickly spread across social media. Some fans believed the featured artists made their own business decisions and accepted the deals willingly. Others questioned whether newer artists fully understood the long-term value of publishing rights and royalties before making that choice. As more people joined the debate, one thing became clear. What began as a personal dispute between Snoopy Badass and Kendrick Lamar had now evolved into a larger conversation about fairness, business practices, and how established stars should treat rising artists. And with more people beginning to respond publicly, the controversy was only getting started. As Snoopy Badass continued speaking, the conversation shifted away from fashion and personal rivalries and moved towards something far more controversial: the business behind Kendrick Lamar's GNX album. According to Snoopy, the biggest issue wasn't who copied whose style. Instead, he claimed that several up-and-coming Los Angeles artists who appeared on Kendrick's project may not have received the kind of long-term compensation many fans expected. During the interview, Snoopy criticized Hidda J3, Kendrick Lamar's cousin, accusing him of saying too much publicly. He argued that some private business matters should never have been discussed online, especially when they involved money, contracts, and other artists. The biggest talking point centered around an alleged payment structure for featured artists on GNX. According to the discussion, artists were reportedly given a choice: accept an immediate payment of around $10,000, or choose royalty participation that could potentially generate income for years to come. Whether every detail of those claims is accurate remains disputed, but the topic quickly exploded across social media. Many fans immediately started asking an important question: if an album goes on to sell millions of copies, breaks streaming records, and wins major awards, would a one-time payment really be worth giving up future royalties? Supporters of Snoopy argued that newer artists may not fully understand how valuable publishing rights can become over time. When someone is struggling financially, $10,000 can feel life-changing. But if the project becomes a massive commercial success, royalty payments could eventually be worth far more. That argument led to a wider discussion about the music industry itself. Some people believed established superstars have a responsibility to educate younger artists before asking them to make important financial decisions. Others felt that every artist is responsible for understanding contracts before signing them. The debate became even bigger after entertainment commentator Dijon Paul claimed he had spoken with people connected to the album. According to his reporting, several featured artists allegedly received the same upfront payment, while only a limited number were reportedly given publishing participation. Those claims immediately fueled another wave of online discussion. Soon afterward, Hidda J3 responded publicly. His explanation was simple. According to him, nobody was forced into any agreement. Every artist had a choice. They could either accept immediate cash or choose royalty participation instead. In his view, the decision belonged entirely to each individual artist. That response, however, created another debate. Some observers believed Hidda J3 had successfully defended Kendrick Lamar by confirming that nobody had been pressured. Others argued his comments unintentionally strengthened Snoopy Badass's criticism because they confirmed that the choice had actually existed. From there, opinions became deeply divided. One side argued that Kendrick Lamar had already given upcoming artists an incredible opportunity simply by featuring them on one of the biggest rap albums of the year. Exposure alone, they said, could open doors that money never could. Many believe thousands of aspiring rappers would happily appear on a Kendrick Lamar album even without receiving a paycheck because of the career opportunities that could follow. Others disagreed completely. They argued that exposure should never replace fair compensation. If an artist helps create music that earns millions of dollars, they should also benefit from that success over the long term. Supporters of that position believe newer artists often accept quick payments because they urgently need money to pay rent, support their families, or continue making music. In those situations, immediate cash can seem like the safest option, even if it means giving up larger earnings later. As the debate continued, people began discussing a larger issue facing the music business. Many independent musicians enter the industry without lawyers, experienced managers, or financial advisors. Because of that, they may not fully understand the long-term value of publishing rights, songwriting credits, or royalty percentages. A contract that looks attractive today could become far less valuable years later if the music becomes a global success. At the same time, many fans defended Kendrick Lamar. They pointed out that every artist involved was an adult capable of making their own decisions. No one forced them to sign anything, and choosing immediate payment instead of future royalties was ultimately their own business decision. Others argued that predicting an album's future success is impossible. Even projects created by the biggest artists sometimes fail to meet expectations. Looking back after an album becomes successful makes every decision appear obvious, but nobody knows the outcome in advance. Despite those arguments, Snoopy Badass refused to back down. He insisted that upcoming artists deserved better guidance and greater transparency before agreeing to deals that could affect their financial future. Meanwhile, tensions between both sides continued rising. The situation became even more serious after Hidda J3 posted a strong warning on social media aimed directly at Snoopy Badass. His message suggested that if they crossed paths in person, the confrontation would not remain online. The post immediately attracted widespread attention, with many fans urging everyone involved to avoid turning internet arguments into real-life conflicts. As the controversy continued, hip-hop fans found themselves asking two separate questions. First, were the business decisions surrounding the album completely fair? Second, had personal rivalries become so intense that they were now overshadowing the music itself? At this point, there are still more opinions than confirmed facts. Some people believe Snoopy Badass is exposing issues that deserve public discussion. Others believe he is simply taking advantage of Kendrick Lamar's popularity to keep his own name in the headlines. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is undeniable. This controversy has become much bigger than a disagreement between two artists. It has sparked conversations about contracts, royalties, artist rights, industry ethics, and the challenges faced by rising musicians trying to build successful careers. As more people continue sharing their opinions, the debate shows no signs of slowing down. Whether new evidence changes public opinion or the story eventually fades away, fans will continue watching closely to see what happens next. One thing is certain: when music, money, loyalty, and public reputation collide, the conversation rarely ends quickly.